Hi there, I'm Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. Today I'm going to be talking about my top 10 Forex tips for better trading. Now, these aren't really in any particular order, but I'm going to say that there's probably a few that I'm missing here. But these are 10 things that I think are essential to your mindset and to you hopefully having better results in your trading. And make no mistake, these are things that I work on every single day, because you're only ever one trade away from destroying yourself and your trading account. Okay, so expect the unexpected. If you've been trading long enough, you've seen the black swans, you've seen things happen in your trading that shouldn't have happened. You take a trade, it looks like the perfect setup. The next day, it's completely gone against you the other way. And if you haven't been using proper money management or risk management, you know that that can be the death of the trader. So expect the unexpected. Number 2, small losses, big profits. I have to say that I've read that, said that, heard that for 15 years, but it probably actually didn't click with me till 2 years ago. I'm a slow learner. So if you really understand the importance of taking losses and becoming, as Brent Penfold talks about, the best loser wins. And that's something that Phantom talked about in his book. Become really good at losing. Trading isn't about being right or wrong. It's about managing the downside and flawlessly executing your trading system. It's about focusing on the trading process. And if you have proper money management rules, losses are just part of the business. But if you have small losses and you let your profits run when you're into a winner, you're going to have a better outcome. Now, just real quickly on this, lots of traders will take lots of small profits and big losses. So they might only have 1 or 2 losses, but it'll wipe out 5 or 6 small profits. And part of that is because they're always dealing with hope, greed, and fear. And that comes to expectancy. You need to understand what your system is going to produce, whether it's in terms of the ranges that you're trading, per trade, what you can have an expectation of X amount of pips per trade, or in terms of exiting, if you're trading end of day, if it's 2 days of a trade, you need to know that, because eventually what's going to happen is that the market's going to figure out your edge. In the longer term that a system's tested, is that the most likely it comes back to a break-even or a mean reversion type of system. So you need to understand that you have an expectancy or an edge, and you need to know that that's still working. Money management. You need to focus on that. That is the number one thing, money management. Brent Penfold talks about the 3 M's again: money management, methodology, and mindset. But money management is critical. If you can master that, you have a chance. Simple systems. You need to overcome hope, greed, and fear. They're the 3 deadly emotions. And if you have, every time you get a signal, if you have analysis paralysis because you've got 5 indicators and it all looks good in back testing, but when you're in live testing, all of a sudden you think, well, it's a long signal, but well, it could be starting to turn down. It might actually be a false break and hum and hum. You need to have simple exit and entry rules, whether that's for profit taking, stop losses, long shorts, whatever it is. Simplicity is supreme. Number 6, flawless execution. You need to understand that every trade you take is just another trade. And if you've done any of Mark Douglas's work or read his book Trading in the Zone, any one single trade has an unknown outcome. So every time you take a trade, that outcome is completely random. You don't know if it's going to go against you or for you. And as a result of that, you need to be just in the headspace of managing your money, and that trade is just another trade, so that when the next signal comes, you just take another trade, you've managed your money. But if you have taken large losses, or if you're in a drawdown period, and you don't really understand your model that well, you're going to damage your psychological capital. And that is probably the number one thing that you need to protect. Because if your psychological capital is damaged, you're going to get trade signals that come up, and you're going to be emotionally distraught because you've taken large losses or several losses in a row. And that's where if you haven't done so yet, go to my homepage to get my 7-step daily routine for high performance traders, because it's all about working on your mindset to cultivate confidence, discipline, and a winning mindset. Number 7, preparation. This is the hardest way to make easy money. You're competing against some of the best in the world, some of the best athletes, best educated, hardest working, better equipped, high performers from other fields, people who hate to lose. So you're going into an arena where if you aren't prepared, that's like going to an NFL football game at my size to play middle linebacker or to play running back. You're going to get crushed. And 95% of the traders are estimated to lose money. Now, if you're serious about this, you need to approach this like a business, like a high-performance athlete. You need to be training every single day. You need to be working on your mindset, your trading system, and flawless execution. You need to be fully prepared. Make your training a bloodless battle so that the trading is just bloody training. An old Legionnaire saying. So, number 8, don't fool yourself. This is one of those things where if you have a few winning trades, elation can creep in. And again, I love it when Mark Douglas says you don't need to know anything about the market to place a trade and make money. But in order to be consistent and make a living at this and be making profitable trades consistently week in and week out, you need to know what you're doing, and you need to put the homework in, and you need to always be humble and understand that you're only ever one trade away from potentially doing damage to yourself and to your whole trading account. Number 9, take responsibility. You're the only person that clicks the buy and the sell button. It's the market. I hear comments all the time, the banks were running stops, or the brokers were flushing orders. You know what? If you're blaming something on the conditions in the market, you haven't done your homework. The market doesn't do anything to you. You're not putting yourself in the fire. You are the fire. You're the person who clicks the button. So make sure you're taking full responsibility for what's happening in your trading. Number 10, live well. Again, if you haven't done so yet, go to my homepage and get the 7-step daily routine for high performance trader. Just enter your name and your email. Everything about this is about creating a life for yourself in terms of your health, your headspace, your relationships, your trading. The better you can live and work on yourself, your health, your lifestyle, the things you love to do, and enjoying yourself and living well. If you want to have an extraordinary life, start living extraordinary. And I think that enhances everything about your trading, about your headspace, about your mindset, and that all boils down to being a high performer. If you're working on these things and you're constantly working on a vision of where you want to be, you can create an extraordinary life, and hopefully your trading results will show that as well. I hope you got some value out of today's video. I'd love to have some of your comments or feedback.
Hi traders, I hope you found today's video interesting and informative, and I hope it gave you some valuable insights into making your trading simpler and more productive. If you haven't done so already, please come by my blog, staceyburketrading.com. Sign up for my free audio MP3, the 7-step daily routine for high-performance traders. This is essential knowledge for all traders in all markets and is designed to help traders to master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning mindset. Please like this or share it on Facebook, and I would love to have some feedback. Any questions or comments, please put below. May the markets go with you, and always trade in your own best interest.